eat it, they'll be like, say what? It's vegan? So yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get into our butter pecan chicken and waffles. Now, chicken and waffles is a staple here in the South, but I had to twist it and turn it the way I do. So we took butter pecan and we're gonna make our chicken. Now in my cookbook, I use oyster mushroom and it's absolutely delicious and the texture is perfect. But my brother makes the best vegan jackfruit fried chicken. So I was like, you know what? Let me use my brother Akil's recipe for the vegan fried chicken. Just in case someone has a mushroom allergy, you'll be able to create this same recipe that's in my cookbook just using jackfruit. So let's go ahead and get started. The jackfruit that we're gonna use is jackfruit in brine. So you wanna make sure you rinse it out. And the thing about jackfruit, it has this tangy flavor to it because it has been in the brine. So there's a couple different things that you wanna do to it for this recipe. I like to boil it in some chicken bouillon and make sure it's vegan chicken bouillon, guys. And then I also use my Moe's Cajun spice. And I'll put that link below too. That Cajun spice has all the seasonings you need. It has your salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, celery seed. It has everything, paprika, everything that you need. So it has an all-in-one seasoning. And I cook that for about 20 minutes and I let all those flavors absorb into it. And then I let my jackfruit cool off and I make my vegan buttermilk and I sit in my vegan buttermilk until it's ready to use. You will want it to sit for at least 15 minutes before you use it. But if you only got 5 minutes, do it for 5. But mine's actually been sitting for a whole hour. So this is gonna be real good. So it's time for us to go ahead and create our batter. Now our batter is a seasoned batter that I already have done. And I want to make sure I use a dry batter and a wet batter. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up a little bit more. And I like it to be extra fluffy. So I add a little bit of baking powder to my mixture as well. And of course, you'll find all those ingredients in my cookbook. And I'm gonna add some club soda to it. Now, what does club soda do? Club soda absolutely is a game changer. It makes your vegan fried anything fluffier and crispier and very light. So we're gonna open up this club soda slowly. So I'm gonna make my wet batter. So I'm gonna whisk this right in here and I'm gonna add a little bit at a time. Because like I said, it's easier to add than it is to take away. And you wanna make sure you get to all the nook and crannies in here. So it may look like it's incorporated, guys, all the way, but there's always some dry spots, so make sure you get this whisked in here real nicely. Take your time and do it correctly because it's going to be worth it. So now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and take our marinated jackfruit and we're going to put our pieces into our dry batter to start with. So we're going to go ahead and mix that around. And I tend to try to keep the mess down a little bit, so I use one hand for wet, one hand for dry. So we're going to get that coated really well. Next, we're going to go ahead and add it to our wet batter. Now you want texture to stick to it, so like I said, if it has a little bit more flour or buttermilk to it, it is all gonna pay off. You don't want wimpy little jackfruit chicken. You want nice big size jackfruit chicken, right? Then we're gonna take our wet hand and we're gonna get all up in it. Just feel for it, just feel for it. You know, just feel for it. Give it a nice little massage. Don't break it up too bad. Now, if you are gluten-free, can you do this recipe? Absolutely. You just have to use a gluten-free flour. That is it. Okay, do I recommend chickpea flour for this? No. I don't like it, but if you like it, I love it. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna toss this back into the dry. And you see I'm just pretty much tossing, I'm not messing with it too much. I'm just adding my jackfruit chicken right over here, toss a little bit, and move it to the side. We're gonna repeat this until all of them are complete. Now we got them done, y'all. They finally done. So we add our couple pieces in here. And when I add anytime I'm frying anything, I like to do it in a clockwise motion. That way I can remember in which order that I put the chicken in there or anything that I'm frying. So I'm gonna put it in a clockwise motion so I know I want that first. That's gonna go second, third, and we're gonna go around the pan. And you wanna make sure you don't overcrowd your pan. Now, even though we have all these pieces coated, we're not gonna stick all these pieces in here at one time, okay? That'll overcrowd it, which will lower your temperature, which will allow it to get real soggy. It won't cook all the way, it won't be crispy, and that'll defeat the purpose, okay? Ooh, look how that looks already. Yes, listen, wait till y'all see this. It's gonna be amazing. All right, so it's at the perfect consistency for me. It is a perfect golden brown color. So I'm gonna start pulling these out in the direction that I put them in. We're gonna get our nice jackfruit nuggets out of here. And look at this. I mean, I'm telling y'all, Y'all ain't seen no jackfruit chicken that look like this nowhere. Say, hey, YouTube, you done made your debut. Now that our chicken is done, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our cornbread jalapeno waffles. Now this is my very favorite cornbread recipe that I even have in my vegan soul food cookbook, but I went ahead and took that same recipe of cornbread and I'm gonna add some jalapenos to this. And y'all know I like it spicy. So I'm gonna add my jalapenos, and I probably should have used a regular spoon to mix it, but I'm gonna use my ladle and I'm gonna mix it, all right? Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my waffle maker. I already greased it up real good. Make sure you get it real nice and greasy. Use some non-stick spray or butter, but I use some non-stick spray, and I have my batter right in here. Now, the key to a good waffle batter is to have it thick and creamy. You don't want it too thick to where it don't move, but you wanna make sure it's thick and creamy. So I'm gonna add that to it. You can spread it out a little bit, but I like mine to be a little odd shape. So I'm not gonna allow it to go all the way to the ends. Tilt it a little bit more. And we're gonna close it up and let it cook. It should cook for about 2 minutes, like maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes. The light pops on when it's ready. I don't know the real time. All right, our waffles is now ready. All right, look at there. It's perfect golden color. See, I like the little shape. That's why I don't go all the way to the edges. I'm gonna add my waffle in here, and then we're gonna put the rest of our mixture in, and it'll be good to go. So we're gonna add some more butter. You know, can't go wrong with a little bit of butter, a scoop of butter right there. And then we're gonna add our delicious vegan chicken, our jackfruit chicken. There, look how beautiful they look. Gosh, yes. You hear the crunchiness. And next we're gonna take my butter pecan glaze. Now this glaze is super easy to make. The full details you will find in Brunch with Chef Joya cookbook. But we're just gonna put that right on top of, baby, look at there, look at this. Just say a moment, have a moment of grace and prayer. Ooh, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Look at, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Baby, there's, oh, he fell over. He drowned a little bit in the butter pecan sauce. That was a good drown. And there you have it, my butter pecan chicken and jalapeno cornbread waffles. And like I said, all these recipes are in my cookbook, Brunch with Chef Joya, so make sure you check it out and let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. And if there's something that you want me to see next, please let me know so I can do it for you. And make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at Cooking with Joya. Ciao!